This is the second video in the Introduction to Literary Theory series. And today let us look at a term which you know as humanities, humanism. Because before you begin to understand literary theory, you have to have a background to it. And so, to get that background, let us look at what humanities is all about. Humanities is related to a world view, the way we look at the world. It is related to some core values which make life a happy experience, and those values make life worth living. Humanities and then humanism. Now, this humanism, the idea of humanism, has the human at the center rather than a god or a divine agency or some supernatural agency. Instead of seeing God or some supernatural agency, or let us say some divine agency, at the center of everything or as the source of all power, humanism chose to keep the human at the center, and therefore it kept the human mind as the center, and it kept the human mind as the source of all power. Earlier, it was a God which was the source of all power, and humanism is going to displace that idea, and it is going to place the human and the human mind as the source of all power. Now, humanism is a world view, which means it is a collection of thoughts and ideas and beliefs about how we view the world. So, what we have to remember is that humanism is about a set of judgments about various concepts in the human world, and through those judgments, somehow people were trying to make meaning of this world. They were trying to understand life. And so humanism already had a set of concepts, and it was looking at things in a particular way, and it looked at the human from a fixed point of view. So the human with his mind is a fixed agency, and now meaning is made of the world, and after all, meaning is coming from the human mind. So these judgments which exist, they constitute a world view. For instance, to explain it to you in very, very simple terms, you have a concept called, let's say, womanhood. So now womanhood is a concept, and there are already ideas in place. Some judgments have been made, and there is an opinion about it. And all those ideas contribute to the idea of a woman. So this is a judgment. And this is the earlier position. Now, suppose a statement is made, a woman is this. So, this is a view. But after the humanist literary tradition, this is the humanist literary tradition in which there is already a set of ideas in existence, there are concepts which are in place, and now those concepts need to be questioned. Why? Why is it that a woman has to be all this? Now that will constitute theory. Theory, literary theory, is about questioning ideas which have gone before. So every concept that held its place securely, and there were ideas and opinions and judgments about those concepts, they will all be questioned in what we call literary theory. So, literary theory is a kind of questioning of opinions which have gone before. Literary theory is a lens. It's like a glass that you're wearing. You're wearing pink color glasses, or you're wearing a different colored glass. So those lens or the glass will constitute the thing through which you will look at that text. So if a text makes a meaning of some kind, it gives a meaning of some kind. A text is a text, and it sort of interacts with the reader, and some kind of meaning is derived. Now, why that meaning? What is there in that text because of which only this kind of meaning can be derived? So, theory, literary theory, looks at a text with a particular focus, and it tries to locate those things within the text which contribute to a certain kind of meaning. If you were to apply a different lens to it, to the same text, you might very well arrive at a different kind of meaning because you have used a different lens to look at it. So a text is a text. The reader comes to the text. He comes with a mind of his own, and now he looks at the text, and the text gives him a certain kind of meaning. And so there is a particular focus, he's looking at the text in a particular way, or there is something in the text which is appealing to him in a certain way. All those aspects will contribute to literary theory. We'll look at this in detail as we go.